Hey YouTube, do your orbs hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? In the brand new update for Peglin from Red Nexus, they absolutely will. They've done an amazing job adding some new orbs that have really changed the game. They've added some new relics that have really changed the game. They've retooled some of the mechanics, including blind, that have really changed the game. They've done an excellent job with this update. It's absolutely worth your time and energy. You should really check it out. If you have any comments about anything that you've seen about this video, make sure you put them below. Ask away. If you want any clarification on anything, I'm more than happy to answer any of those questions. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Make sure that you have fun with the video, and you'll also notice I have some chapters outlined below if you really want to jump to something particular. Have fun with the video. I had a lot of fun making it. We'll see you soon. All right, everybody, so we're going to be playing on non-Crucible mode so we can continue to showcase a lot of the new stuff on here, because I definitely just want to show you some of the new orbs that you can pick up and some of the new relics. So without making it too difficult and having to think too much, we can just kind of sprint through and I can showcase a lot of this brand new stuff. Let's go ahead and get to it. Let's see what our first relic's going to be. Ooh, Gardener's Gloves, not Rallying Heart, not really necessary. Popping Corn. If we find the right new orb, the Popping Corn suddenly becomes completely broken. And when we find it, the joke of it's Morbid time has taken on completely new meaning, because the Morbid Orb is absolutely ridiculous with any relic that you can actually get that procs off of Peg's hit during battle. Hopefully we're going to go ahead and see that on this run. Everyone, please pray with me that we actually get the Morbid Orb right off the bat. Looks like we have a pretty good map. I saw a few elites on there, so we can try to gun for some of the new relics. Let's see what we got here, everyone. All right, pretty basic stuff. Let's go ahead and go after these guys. Didn't get lucky, didn't get a crit, didn't get a bomb, didn't get anything. Peglin physics, hard at work again, chat. Take that one out. Give me that crit. Maybe we get lucky and get that. Yes, give me that other bomb. Give me another bomb, too, while you're at it, game. Or not, that's okay. Still take them out. We wipe out the spider. Let's see if we get some of our new ones. So this is a brand new orb, everybody. Every peg, 3 damage. If you crit, you do 5, but it only bounces off of refresh, crit, and bomb. It pierces through everything else. So if you have a really packed board that you know you can rebound off of with the refresh or the crit, this can do a lot of damage. Now, the other thing is that it can target any enemy, which is also really cool. We'll definitely be showcasing this in the next area as well. So let's go ahead and grab that. Awesome that we got one of the brand new orbs in this update. Really excited to show this one to you. This one is actually really, really neat. Still kind of hoping that we would get the Morbid Orb. This one's also going to be good for the Popping Corn. If we have a very, very, very packed, which we don't, if we have a very packed board. We don't have a very packed board on this one, so right now it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for us to use this one. We might be able to go off of the bombs. Like, we could potentially just focus the bombs and see what we got. So in that case, you know what? Let's go ahead and see what we can do. Maybe we'll luck out and hit one of the refreshes. Maybe we'll actually get one of these bombs and we'll continue to do a bunch of damage. So without further ado, the Concentrication Orb. That one is really a tongue twister. Let's see what we get. As you can see, bounce, hit the crit, still did fairly decent damage. It's the Sniper Orb, everyone. You can't beat it, right? So we're still going to try and go down here for the bomb, hit all these guys. So the Concentrication Orb, again, very, very nice. Definitely one that I'm pretty stoked about using in the future, because I can see it really working on some really nasty builds, provided you find the right stuff, which that's what Peglin's all about. You never know if you're going to get something really solid or not. There are also going to be some new areas, or not, excuse me, not new areas. There will be new enemies on this board as well. We haven't run into them yet, but I'm really hoping that we're going to be able to see them. It said in the patch notes they're a blast from the past. I don't recall ever having seen them. I've been playing this game now for a hot minute, so I'm definitely curious to see whether or not we actually get them on this run so we can kind of talk about them. They're definitely not easy to deal with a lot of the time. Upgrade an orb. Let's see what the upgrade is on the Concentrication Orb. So we go from base 3 to 4 damage, 5 to 7 crit. Still pretty solid. Obviously, this is a one-target kind of orb. We don't want to upgrade any of our basic orbs, so we're just going to go ahead and take it while we got it. Let's go down here. We're definitely going to focus on these bosses. Would like to see the Minotaur so we can actually see how the Minotaur has actually changed, because they did make an update to the way that board works. For the better, in my estimation. It was definitely needed. See, this would have been the perfect spot for the Concentrication Orb. We could have actually shot it down here off of a bomb, to try to rebound it back up into here. So we're going to still go ahead and use our dag orb, but we are going to try and get down to the Concentrication Orb as quickly as we can so we can actually utilize this board, especially if we get a refresh. There's so many pegs on here that we can do a lot of really nice single target damage. And we'll probably target the spiders, because the bombs could and should likely take care of everything else. Now, I could also be crazy, and I likely am, but I do think we can probably make this one work. So what we're going to want to do here is, next round, we refresh with the stone, so we have the Concentrication Orb up. Then we will go from there, and again, we're kind of hoping that it gets stacked in just the right way. Oh, we're not going to get it. Just kidding. I figured we might be able to make this happen. We can still probably rebound it off of here, though, and get it. Let's go ahead and make sure that we have this just right. About right there. Perfect. About right there, chat. You know, just right there. Just right there, everybody. We had it perfect. And now, this is where we're going to use the Concentrication Orb. We're going to look at what we have offered to us. We're going to see if we can't actually line this up properly. We're definitely going to go after one of the spiders. If we do hit 2 of the different bombs, we're actually in good shape here if we can proc them. It's a big if. But we will go after the spiders, since the spiders are the bigger threat on this map, in my opinion. Could also go for the reload. Also not necessarily a bad idea. But we want to try and get this one to bounce back over into here, because we really want to try and hit everything that we possibly can. Get that yeah, there we go. So, not bad, right? Able to hit that bomb. 70 points of damage just from that. If we would have hit a crit. It's not the best orb that they added in this update, but I can see in a lot of different builds how it could possibly be very, very good. So we're going to try the same thing again. What we're actually going to do is see if we can't get this one and have it rebound into here, right? So if we're able to rebound this one over into here, this would be a great spot for the unicorn horn. Then we can actually at least make sure we proc this one, and we have a chance to actually get another one. We're also going to try to take down... Well, actually, we'll still go for the spider, because the spider is still a threat. So let's go ahead and fire away. Didn't get... Oh, we did get it. I lied. Oh, look at it go. Look at it. See? That's what we're talking about right there, everybody. That's exactly why this orb can be so devastating. If you can hit the right stuff, if you know you got enough reload and crit and everything else going on, can get absolutely ridiculous. And this is, again, I'm glad that they added these new orbs on this update, because the game desperately needed them. If you were on Crucible 7 before this update, you had so few tools that actually made sense to use. And a lot of what they've given us on this update has solved that, and that's a good thing. Crucible 7 is still hard, but it's not this insurmountable beast, because you can never find the proper tools. Everyone would focus towards the Matryorbska. Everyone would have to get the Overwhammer. You know, there's so much going on. There are very few ways to do it, or a completely broken bomb build. But as it is right now, you have way more at your disposal. And again, that is a good thing. That is absolutely positively a good thing. So let's try to get this guy. Perfect. Give me that Minotaur. I need to show you all the Minotaur. We want to see the Minotaur. The Minotaur would be perfect here. Not the Minotaur, but we can still deal with it. So we're going to go for the crit, do as much damage as we can. We're doing 9 points per peg. We're already hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're doing 90 points of damage. As long as we get even the slightest rebound, we're going to be in good shape. And we are. So there you go. Concentrication. Everybody gets murdered. Ah, perfect. This is another one. I'm really glad we finally got a nice one here. This is another brand new orb. The Oh My GORB. The Oh My GORB. Kind of tough. Destroys any peg that it hits. So that just means you can never refresh it, but it does attack all enemies. Now, do you want to use this right away in a fight? No. Do you want to save it for after a reload or after you've set yourself up to murder everything on the board? Absolutely. If you're able to hit a crit, I would imagine 7 out of 10 times you're going to end up killing everything on the board anyway, particularly if you upgrade this, because the damage is only going to go up. So the Oh My GORB, definitely solid, definitely one you want to grab, because it is an awesome oh shit button when you're really facing down the barrel. Also, this and the Concentrication Orb are going to be very good still for the popping corn. As long as you proc a lot of these guys, I don't know what a lot of folks have to say. In my estimation, the Popping Corn is still one of the best relics in the game. Echo Chamber is really, really cool. Refreshing Punch could be really, really nice on this as well. So we have a decision to make. Do we want to do the Refreshing Punch? I want to say yes. That way we get even more value out of not only our Oh My Gorb, but also out of our Concentrication. If they're able to hit a refresh, especially since this guy can just focus right on one, right? This actually just helps its damage output. So we're totally okay with that. Echo Chamber could still be very good as well, but I still think that the Refreshing Punch, probably the best one that we could go for. So let's go ahead and do another one of these elites. Still hoping for that Minotaur here. But again, this update was very well executed, and I think that they are on the right path. Okay, so unfortunately, no, we don't get it yet, but what we do see is the Oh My Gorb. Do we want to use it this quickly? No, we absolutely positively do not. This is not the right spot for this particular, this is absolutely positively not the right spot for us to use this. What we are going to do is still do the same thing though. We really want to try and make sure we do a lot of damage up front. Try to get these bombs. We're going to go ahead and get out of the way. We are going to gun for... Oh, no, it's right in the way. You! Okay, so that's not good. We didn't want to see that. What we did want to see was being able to hit this refresh. So if we can line this up just right, we might still be able to get this refresh, bounce off, and still get a lot of these. So we're going to target one of the bat guys, right? We want to make sure that we start knocking down some of these fools. That way we get more value out of our bombs. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, and we still didn't get the refresh. That's such a bummer. That's okay. Pretty decent damage. What this means is that we will likely be able to... What this means is we'll likely be able to use the Oh My Gorb as soon as we see it on the next area, or on the next refresh. If we are able to see it on the next refresh, that is going to put in a lot of work for us. So we're going to actually skip the stone, since we are trying to highlight a lot of the new things in the game. Try to skip that stone. If we can get a refresh, that would be perfect. Awesome. Absolutely how we wanted to see that work out. Okay, so we got the Concentrication, which what we can do is this. We're going to go this route. We're going to get the bomb. We don't want to hit anything over here. There's a very good reason for that. But we're going to go right here. Go ahead and do some damage to these guys over here, and you're going to now see the Oh My Gorb in action. The Oh My Gorb is likely going to carry the day here. Likely. We could actually screw ourselves, but what we're going to do... Oh, we actually killed that front guy. So we're going to try and rebound off of this to hit as many of these over here as possible. And as you can see, all the orbs are getting destroyed, right? But you can already tell, massive 126 points of damage across every enemy, whether they're flying or whether they're on the ground. Absolutely, positively, fantastic, fantastic orb. We didn't get any of the new options, so we're just going to take the heal. Ring of Indignation could be okay. We have another chance at the Echo Chamber. We're going to grab that. That's actually going to be really good for us as well. We're going to definitely go for another elite. We're also going to take another combat because we definitely want to try and see some more of this so we can really get into the meat of this update again. This update is just so solid. And I'm super happy that they're going in a direction that they're giving you more tools so that you can actually craft different builds. Again, this game felt entirely too homogenous in the previous updates, which again, crying shame, but I think that a lot of folks out there would tend to agree with it. It just needs a little bit of help. Now, we could actually go for the Oh My Gorb right now, just to risk it and see what we get, and I think we're going to go ahead and do it, just for fun. We're doing this as fun, we're trying to learn, we're going for the crit, we're trying to get the Oh My Gorb. Don't really get a whole lot of value out of it, but as you can see, that's a lot of damage. I think that everyone can probably agree that if you were to see that, you know that the sheer amount of damage and value you're getting out of that is crazy. Absolutely, positively crazy. Oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. So we're going to do this. We're going to try for the Oh My Gorb again. We're going to see what we can get. Still a lot of damage. Still 60 points of damage. Even though we're killing our pegs, I'm pretty sure that everyone can probably agree that we're doing all kinds of damage from this. And again, it only gets better as time goes on and you can upgrade it. It's such a savage heal, crit-a-ball. We definitely want to, the crit-a-ball can get really broken, everyone. So I have been able to see the crit-a-ball, I don't believe is new. I'm pretty sure that this existed in the last update, but I did learn in a off-stream run that this can get completely broken, and you can actually overflow the game's computational system. So essentially what happens is if you get the crit fleece and you get the crit-a-ball, the crit-a-ball can actually make you do no damage because you do so much damage. The way that the game calculates damage will actually say, hey, you know what? I can't count that high. So your ball's just going to come out like you didn't hit any pegs. Kind of disgusting, but definitely an interesting part of the brand new update and a lot of the broken synergies you can get. So you can probably find someone here on YouTube who's done the same. I don't know if we'll get it on this one. I'm going to take it for fun. Maybe we can actually make that one work out. But more crits, always better, right, everyone? All right, come on, game. Give us the Minotaur. Still no Minotaur. All right, one more time. Once more into the breach, as they say, everyone. Once more into the breach, as they say. So we're going to try and take these fools out again. Looks like we're going to maybe take out one right off the bat. Yep, this guy up front definitely not having a good day. Absolutely not having a good day. So let's take a look at this. Let's go ahead and get the crit, or the crit orb here. There you go. See, you got extra crits. Doesn't actually proc that crit, which is really, really cool. We definitely dig that. Made even more crits. Obviously, getting a little bit out of hand. So we want to kind of go over here. Our idea right now is to swing over into here, hit this refresh, or we could even go this way, and we can actually try to hit this crit. Actually, let's do this. If we can hit it, we're going to be in really good shape. Oh, we had a really bad bounce, unfortunately. Still, though, 102 points of damage to everything without a crit. Yes, we didn't get as much value out of it as we could, but is it still good? Absolutely. Absolutely, positively. Already you can see how these new orbs are going to really affect the run as you make progress. Let's go with the upgrade. Oh My GORB goes from base 5 to 7 damage, 9 to 11. Again, it destroys things, but does it really matter? Refresh shift for sure. Okay, what do we have here? Monster training? Sure. Let's go this route. But again, new update. A lot of good to talk about in this one. If you've not checked it out yet, you've absolutely positively got to get out there and check it out. So we still don't want to use the Oh My GORB. We don't want to destroy pegs this early. We're getting it really, really early every time, which is a real bummer because it's not really allowing us to showcase what we want to showcase here. But that's part of this game. Knowing when and where to use your different orbs to make sure that you don't screw yourself over. And I feel like a lot of folks who play this game end up getting into a trap of, well, I'm just going to go ahead and use it right now because screw it, why not, right? And again, that's not the right way to play it. You definitely don't want to approach this game that way. Approaching this game that way is almost a guarantee for you to lose a lot of the times that you try to actually, wow, a lot of the different runs you actually try to get through. So we're going to try and get off of this crit so we can bounce around in here a little bit. That should do enough damage to take care of this guy. So remember, utilize those micro adjustments now that they're, oh, is that it? No, that's the Necorbmancer. Darn it, that's okay. But we can still highlight two of the brand new orbs here in this brand new update. Necorbmancer, it can only hit popped pegs or bombs. But every time you hit a pop peg, it's refreshed. So this is basically a mini refresh, right? What you're looking at here is a way for your build to, if you're especially at the higher crucibles, and you know that at the higher crucibles, being down a refresh peg is very, very hard to deal with. This is a way for you to start refreshing some of your pegs. That way you're not caught with your pants down, as it were, right? I think we've all seen a board where, well, we're gonna hide this refresh way over in a corner, or we're gonna hide this refresh behind a bunch of stuff that's really hard to get to unless you're rebounding it off of things. And this will allow you to at least do a little bit of damage so that you at least have a chance. There have definitely been times where it's happened to me, I've seen it happen to other people who broadcast the game, that you will just get absolutely screwed based off of where the refresh is. So this is one that can get you out. We're gonna definitely take this one. The Sword Orb, or excuse me, the Sworb, is just a damage dealer. This one pairs really nicely with the Overwhammer. As you can see, it starts out as a 3/5. Its upgrades are pretty solid. It never has a special effect, but it's a good basic orb that could be a good replacement for stones, or at least something early that you can grab for extra damage to get yourself out of a bind. But we'll definitely focus on the Necorbmancer, because this one is actually really, really cool, and I'm looking forward to showing this one to you. All right, either question mark is good. Since we're going to go for this elite, we'll go ahead and use this one. The unknown is always an interesting time. All right, so again, we start with the Oh My GORB, and we still can't use it right now. Using it right now would be a bad idea. If we were able to wait a couple rounds and have this bad boy, we would be right as rain. Unfortunately, right now, absolutely god-awful idea. The other downside of this right now is knowing that we have the slime enemy. It's going to be very, very bad for the slime that we're fighting at the end of this run. So here's what we can do. We've got the Necorbmancer. Now, how does this work? As you can see, it will go right through everything. Go right through. We can hit the bombs, right? Can absolutely hit bombs, but you can see how this works. So if you really wanted to go after a bomb in one of these situations, we could go after this bomb, right? We can actually shoot through everything, go through those bombs. It will bounce up and hit these, refresh them, and then potentially come down here and hit this one, but it will be refreshing those first, right? So let's just go ahead and take a look. I think we might proc the... This is one I haven't messed with as much, but I think we actually do proc the crit orb as we pass through it, but let's find out either way. This is also another one that can target any enemy, so we're not going to go after this bat, because if we hit a bomb, we know that bat's dead anyway. So perfect on that. See, we got the refresh there, got another refresh. So you can see how exactly that works. Again, is it great? No, but does it give you a tool for you to use later on in the game? Absolutely, and I think that's really the big selling point on this particular orb. All right, this would be a perfect spot for the Oh My GORB. Give me the Oh My GORB game, come on. Of course it's all the way at the bottom this time. Why does it do it to us? Why does the game do it to us? So we're gonna go ahead and use the Concentrication Orb. We know that we're gonna be able to hit a bomb. The bomb's gonna kill these guys. May as well target this dude. He's gonna die no matter what. GG, well played. We did it. We did it, YouTube. We did it. As you can see, it works out pretty well. Concentrication's gonna take care of us. Still, unfortunately, have not been able to highlight Oh My GORB, which I'm still very sad about. Okay, so we've already seen the Oh My GORB. We still haven't seen the one that I've definitely wanted to showcase, the Morbid Orb. We haven't seen the Sphear yet either. It's called a Sphear. It's another orb that's kind of basic, but it does piercing. And it's not like the ice circle where you have to hit a crit, so you hit every enemy. The Sphear actually hits 2 enemies right away. It hits 3 after, and then on its last upgrade, it will hit all 4. So again, is it a good orb? Yeah, it's not bad. And I think as a basic damage dealer, it's one of those that you can take in a pinch to make sure that you have ways to kill multiple enemies. Okay, we do get the refresh from that. So what we're going for now is the crit. And if we can get the crit, we can definitely take care of this guy. All we need to do is hit the right amount of pegs. So he has 350 life. We're destroying pegs, but we're okay with that. And that's why we're okay with that. We just did 258 points of damage. Now, if any of those other guys would have been up there, clearly dead, right? Clearly dead. We already know right off the bat. Awesome. So again, people are probably going to balk at the Oh My GORB. Do not sleep on it. Absolutely, positively do not sleep on it. It will pay off. Absolutely, positively, by using it. Still seeing a lot of good damage. Unfortunately, not really doing that well right now, but we're going to go ahead and take this crit. We're going to be able to take this guy down. We're doing 9 points of damage per. Definitely dead after we go through there. GG, well played. Pretty easy and straightforward. Let's go with an upgrade. Necorbmancer, as you can see, it just gets more damage. Still need to know how we can get crits on this bad boy, though. Still need to know how we can get crits. That's actually one thing that we haven't seen yet. So we're going to upgrade the crit because we know we can get a lot of damage out of it. The Mental Mantle is going to be perfect for this as well. This gives us more value for the Oh My GORB. Since we are destroying pegs, at least we get more damage. It also gives us a lot of value on the Concentrication Orb as well. So definitely take that one. Light Shaft Potion could be good as well for the crits. Light Shaft Potion probably has better value right now, considering how much damage we do by just hitting refresh. So that is probably the better play right now. As much as I would like to showcase the Mental Mantle with this kind of build, I do believe that that's the best play for us. So we're taking one more enemy, so we can see exactly whether or not we get the other orb I'm hunting for that we can take a look at that was brand new in this build. Let's go right here. Actually, let's go over here. Just kidding. And we hit the crit, which is perfect. Should be able to take out that first snack or whatever the hell it is. The plant. I don't know what it is. Does anyone out there know what it is? If you know what the hell those things are called, please, for the love of God, put it in the comments. I need to know. I've got no idea what in the hell those things are called. And it drives me mad every time. It's so frustrating. You're all going to see exactly why, again, this is such a good orb. So we get that. Oh no, we got very unlucky with our bounce. Still, we really wanted to be able to track that right down through there, right? It didn't work out that way, and that's okay. But we have our backup plan. We have the Concentrication. So we're going to go for one of the bombs. One of the bombs that we've already got right there, right? See? So we're just going to hit this bomb. Go ahead and just micro adjust it over there so we know we're hitting it. Boom. Got the refresh. Got all that. Everyone's dead. GG, well played. Not a problem at all. Don't want to take any of those. Could take the Bram Ball just to have a little bit easier of a time with the slime boss. The slime boss is very difficult, obviously because of the movement. If it gets on you, you're in a lot of trouble. One of my least favorite enemies in this game. Least favorite boss by far. Feels incredibly, incredibly unfair, especially as you get into higher crucibles. Watching this guy just get up on you without doing any damage to it has got to be one of the more miserable experiences in this game. Hands down, without a shadow of a doubt, I believe this boss is one of the worst. So, again, not really anything bad here. This is actually a pretty good... Having this particular orb right now is not bad. We can do a lot of different things. We could try to go for the crit over here. We can try to start proccing some bombs, which may not be a bad idea. We might be able to get it to bounce over here. So we're going to take it this way. We're going to take it this way and see what we get. May not have been worth it. Yeah, I was really kind of hoping we were going to hit one of these other guys in here. It was basically a guesstimate. Obviously, we still did good damage, though. We still did 130 points of damage. Pretty decent. Our Bram Ball was part of our strategy to actually stop this guy from coming close to us and giving us a little bit more time to do some of his, do damage to his already monstrous health pool. So we're going to skip it. I just want to see what we got. So we got the Necorbmancer. We will use it because we do have some pegs in here that we can hit. So let's go ahead and get after it. We'll see if we can't do some procking here. Could actually... we even got the bomb. We did okay damage. It's not great damage. We have a bunch of stones here, so we're actually gonna try to skip through these. I'm gonna try to save as many of these pegs as we can. If we can save as many of these pegs as we can for the Oh My GORB, this is a good spot for it because we're gonna be doing 11 points of damage per, right? So we're gonna get this refresh. We're gonna refresh as much as we can, and then we are going to see how much damage we can do, which is a lot. So again, is this an excellent finisher still, even on this map? Absolutely. 232 points of damage, totally worth. Absolutely, positively worth it. So we skip that. Gift that keeps on giving. Durable could be really, really good on this particular build. I'm curious how it actually pairs with the Concentrication Orb. Matryoshka Shell could be good as well for some of our big boys. And then the Consuming Chalice. All orbs get +0, +4, but boards contain 1 less refresh. Do we care? I would currently say that this could be an okay shot for us. Doing +4 crit damage could be absolutely monstrous. Absolutely, positively monstrous, especially considering refreshes also grant crit, right? So that could actually be a big deal. We're seeing that the Concentrication Orb right now could do a lot of damage. We're still pretty area of effect light, but we're going to go ahead and check that one out. We can get away with 1 less refresh. We could actually chance into another one. Okay, so this is a complete waste, right? No reason for us to use the Necorbmancer. None whatsoever. Unfortunately, we get into this. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get this refresh. If we get this refresh, we do crit damage. That actually puts us a little bit ahead. Obviously, we're not getting very good bounces. We are in some trouble. We will be doing some self-damage here, and that's okay. So we will use the Oh My GORB on the next one. We're looking at 15. We're looking at 15 if we get a crit. So all we need to do is hit this refresh or this crit, and we are doing all of the damage in the world. Give me that crit. Give me that refresh. Give me that refresh. There it is. There. No, how could you do this to me? Okay, we still got the crit. So there you go. That's another GG well played. Again, how good is that orb? So again, absolutely positively, awesome update. Totally worth it. I think that a lot of folks are going to have a very good time with it. Should have targeted the guy in the back. That was an oops on my part. And then will we go ahead and use the Oh My GORB right now? We will. And the reason we're going to use it right now is because the likelihood of us killing this entire enemy team by hitting this refresh is very, very good. So we'll go for it right now. We're already killing the entire enemy team. Between the bomb and that, everything is dead. So, did they make really good improvements on this update? Absolutely. I think it goes without a shadow of a doubt that they made a lot of very, very, very good improvements. So we'll go ahead and upgrade this one more time. It now does 17 points of damage from a crit. I am going to be shocked, absolutely positively shocked, if they don't nerf that in some shape, way, or form in an upcoming update. I would hope that they're using that for upcoming Crucible levels, because obviously Crucible 7 already pretty difficult, and I sincerely think that this might be an indication of some pretty big power creep as the game continues to develop. So we're definitely hoping that the difficulty will go up some to justify these really, really, really powerful orbs that we're seeing in this brand new update. So we've got the Strange Brew. All right, so activated refresh and crit contribute to damage. That's also really good for our crit orb. Now when that thing generates a bunch of crits, it'll actually get more damage every time it hits something. Can't complain about that. We are going to go for the Concentrication Orb. That way we can do this and this. Bounce it right there. Ideally, we would have got a refresh. Otherwise, this guy's almost dead anyway, so we don't have to worry about him. I suppose we might want to hold off. Maybe we'll wait one round. We're not going to skip the crit orb. And the reason we're not going to skip the crit orb is because we do want to hit the Oh My GORB. All right. Could be good. Could be bad. Definitely unsure. But we would love to see a refresh. We are going to go for the crit. We might be able to square this one up. Doing a lot of damage. Oh my goodness. So much damage. So much damage. 226 points of damage. Still annihilates the entire team. Did we lose some of our stuff? Sure. How much do we care at this point? Not really a whole lot. Just watching that thing annihilate an entire team. Obviously, so good. So good. Now give me my Morbid Orb game. Still not going to give it to us. It hates us right now. I don't know why it hates us, YouTube, but it absolutely positively hates us. Ah, see, this is going to be a good one. We definitely want to use the Oh My GORB, but not until we actually see the rest of these guys out here, right? We could get some really, really, really nice value out of this. So let's square it up the way that we can. Let's go ahead and proc a couple of the bombs right now. Procking, or at least getting a couple of the bombs ready to go is a good thing for us here. So we got that one. Oh, perfect. This is actually really good for us. We do that, get the crit. Doing a lot of damage. Get it again. Get that refresh. Get that refresh. Get that... Oh, we didn't get the refresh, but are we still going to do a bunch of damage here? Absolutely. The entire enemy team just died. 359 points of damage. Wipes out everything. And there you go. Brand new toys. Brand new toys that do a lot of really, really, really nasty things. I think that Red Nexus did a very good job on this update. This game doesn't feel... Again, it's all... pretty easy right now because we are on basic level, no Crucible, but I'm fairly certain that most of you watching can probably agree that this is going to be good for the later difficulties. I genuinely don't think that there's any argument for that. And then all we're going to have to do is do this right here. And that will be the end of this particular encounter. Just got to sit back and watch the damage go burr. Goodbye, everybody. Rough. Absolutely rough. Absolutely rough. Feels broken. Feels nasty. I'm glad they did it. The game is really fun now. There's so many different really, really, really cool interactions you can get right now. We haven't even seen a few of the new relics, and it's absolutely amazing. And I think that people are going to very much enjoy the opportunity to just do a lot of new things with this game. Because again, before this update, the game was starting to get, into some degree, incredibly stale. There just was not enough going on, and there weren't enough toys in people's toy box, as it were, to make the game a more fun experience. And I think that that's a very, very, very sad thing. Do we want to try and get one of these crits? Probably. Let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, didn't get a refresh either. Still, did a hefty amount of damage, and it looks like on this next one, as long as we really don't screw it up, that's probably going to be all she wrote. If we get that crit at the bottom, it's definitely all she wrote. Oh, it's all she wrote anyway. Even if this was on Crucible 7, even if this was on Crucible 7, that's the end of it right there. That would have killed everyone on the board, without a shadow of a doubt. Which, if you think about it, is completely ridiculous. Knowing that that is going to just kill everything on the board right off the bat is absolutely insane. All right, what do we get? We have got the Spiral Slayer. Also very good. This is actually one of the new ones as well. And Macircle is a brand new... Macircle is actually a brand new item in the game. And as you can see, it grants all orbs plus X plus 0. So basically, it just gives your orbs extra damage on non-crits. And is that bad? No, absolutely not. Because obviously, you're not going to hit crits every time. This actually helps the Oh My GORB as well, right? So if we're able to actually... If we're actually able to, or unable to hit a crit for the Oh My GORB, we're still doing a lot of damage, obviously. So again, more cool things that I think that they have added in this update of Peglin. We'll go ahead and use the Brand Ball right now. There isn't a reason for us to not use the Brand Ball. If we can stop that, then we'll skip the dagger to get to the Oh My GORB. Likely, we are going to not only kill the front guy, but the next couple guys. It looks like we're killing more than the next couple guys. Let's go ahead and go to the Oh My GORB, see what we got in the house. 47 points of damage, 67, 57, 87, lots of 7, 107. 1017. It's a 1017 orb, everyone. A 1017 orb. Again, even on Crucible mode, that is going to do a lot of work. I'm loving this update. This content update has been so good. And I really enjoyed the game before this. As angry as it made me, I am enjoying it even more now. Absolutely, positively enjoying it even more now. It's been so much fun. So exciting to like play it every time, just to see all the crazy things that you can have happen. And I'm really looking forward to seeing more people just absolutely positively break the hell, the absolute hell out of this game. Because I know that there are going to be people out there who are able to figure out some really ridiculous combinations that I haven't even dreamt of yet. And that is going to be absolutely amazing. We're just going to go ahead and do as much damage as possible here. We're definitely going to murder them all. Yep, every one of them's dead. What do you do, YouTube? What do you do? Like, in this case, what do you do? Do you sit back and do you laugh? Do you sit back and just laugh your ass off because of how silly the game's gotten? Because I feel like at this point in time, that's all we do is sit back and laugh at how fucking crazy this game has gotten. We're murdering everything in sight. It's ridiculous. But is it fun? That's the real question. Is it fun to watch numbers go burr? It absolutely is. And it's one of the things that I love the most about this game. And now, we skip over to the Oh My GORB, we hit our crit, and we watch everybody on the board die. More than likely, well, maybe not. We had a really bad bounce, but did we still do a lot of damage? Absolutely. And there you have it. Not really a whole lot to it, right? Not really a whole lot to it at all. The game gets really, really perverse now with all the different synergies. Not to mention, we are getting so much sustain out of our popping corn right now with the sheer amount of stuff that we're hitting. I sincerely hope that we see the... I'm sincerely hoping we see the Morbid Orb before the end of our showcase here. Because y'all are going to just absolutely lose your minds. You're all going to lose your mind. It's ridiculous. Like, if we would have had the Fleece by now, it would have been crazy. I guess we can take the Matri Orbska, especially because it's doing 6 damage on a crit. I don't see why not. That's not even upgraded. Peg Bag is really good. We may as well take it. Every shot is a crit when fired below. That's never going to happen. So, on to the boss. On to seeing exactly what we can do against said boss. I don't know how many of you have ever fought the wall boss, how you feel about it. This is going to be one that's going to be a lot of fun to mess with. we can already look at what we're being what we're being offered here. This boss will suck in these two guys. There's literally nothing we can do about that. So we're just going to go ham sandwich on as much damage as possible straight out the gate. So we're not going to use our Matry Orb skill. What we are going to do is we're going to use our Concentrication. My God. One of these next few times when I'm making this video, I am going to say this damn word right. I swear it's going to happen. I'm not going to back that up. There's a really good chance it's not going to happen. So since we can hit the bombs, we'll try to get after the bombs, but we're just going to try and do as much damage to the wall as we can. Let's go ahead and fire it up and see what we can get out of this one, everybody. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe this bad boy does something like that. Maybe, wowzers, I was not expecting it to be this good. I'm going to be 100% honest with everyone on this video right now. I absolutely positively was not expecting that to do that much damage. That is, 2,600 points of damage ain't so bad, everyone. We're going to get to our Concentrication Orb, and we're going to see if we can't use the bomb to our advantage. Now, ideally, we're going to hit a lot of the stuff on the left side, and we get the same amount of explosive craziness that we got the last time we got this bad boy. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, though, but we still did 1,000 points of damage. As you can see, that is still an absolutely fantastic single-target orb, and I'm going to go ahead and imagine that we're going to be able to seal the deal right here with the Matry Orbska. Even with the Matry Orbska being level 1, this is still going to do tons of damage. So, obviously, the Matry Orbska is still a very, very powerful orb on this particular patch. Take him downtown, not a big deal. Skip all this, we don't really care about much of this. Any of the new stuff here, Glorious Suffering could be really, really good for us, shockingly enough. We might actually grab that one. But with our build, doesn't make sense. After a little bit of thought, we're definitely going to go with the Kinetic Meteorite. A little bit of extra bounce for some of our stuff, definitely not a bad idea. Especially with our Oh My GORB. That's going to be the one that's going to kind of carry us here, I think. We might be in trouble in the next area either way. We don't really have another good way to do area of effect damage outside of that one, and I don't know if we can afford to actually use them that often in this run. We'll see what happens, though, everybody. We're still looking for the the Morbid Orb, the Morbius of Orbs, the one that does all kinds of craziness. So we'll go ahead and see what we can get out of this. Start with the Bramborb here on the third area. Get a crit, that's not bad. On the bright side, we can definitely make sure that this guy can't move towards us. That'll be a big deal. We might end up just killing him. No, we're not going to kill him. Kind of felt like we might kill him, but we're not going to kill him. This could be a spot for the Oh My GORB. Could be a spot for it. I don't know if it's a bright move to use it right now. It could be a very, very, very bad idea, but we're going to do it anyway, just a science. We're doing 10 points of damage per. So I think we can probably get away with this, especially now that we have the Kinetic Meteorite. It may actually carry us through and get us one of these reloads, and if that happens, we get something like that. We hit the crit. We know that reloads give us crit now. Oh My GORB. Obviously not a bad thing. Definitely going to upgrade the Matry Orbska, get more multi-ball. We're probably going to get a lot of use out of that later. Still not really sure what we're going to do about the end boss here. Still looking for... Absolutely positively still looking for the Oh My GORB. Oh, wow. That's definitely a death right there. Holy... The Concentrication is definitely carrying the day right now in some respects. There's absolutely no doubt about that. Good grief. Not what I was expecting out of that one. Oh my god. Watching everything get smoked in one shot has definitely been a lot of fun so far on this run. Still looking for some of the newer stuff so we can talk about it a little bit. Matry Orbska definitely going to go a long way here. Just go ahead and throw this over here. Should get a fair amount of value after this out of this bad boy. GG, well played. We'll do a little bit of skipping just because. Let's go ahead and get a crit. Probably going to be able to take this guy out right now as well. Or not. Or yes. Things are going very well for us. Things are going very, very well for us. Ooh, not a fun one. This might be a good spot for us to actually showcase the Oh My GORB. Now, the Oh My GORB could actually really, really, really do something awesome here, or it could absolutely positively screw us. It just kind of depends on how lucky we get on this. So we're going to gamble. We're going to take a risk. We're going to see if we can make this work. And if we can make this work, all's the better. And if we can't, well, you know what? We tried. We did what we could. We're going to try to knock it on this side and get a reload as quick as we can. Not that a reload really matters on this. So you know what? Let's actually go for the crit. Let's go for the crit. We managed to get the crit. We might be in some business. We got the crit. Kind of looks like most of these guys are going to get dropped. As a matter of fact, they're all going to get dropped. Again, the Oh My GORB paying off huge, huge dividends, everybody. You can see why this is such an awesome new toy for people to play with in this game. It's just so good. I've been having so much fun with it whenever I get it. And there it goes. Good night. Sayonara. On to the next one, everybody. Get wrecked, nerds! All right, let's do this. Go for the elite, as we stated. Get ourselves an elite and then get to the boss and see if we can make this build happen. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. This will be a good one for the Oh My GORB once we get to it as well. But we're going to have to get to it first. Hoping that that will happen. If it doesn't happen, obviously a bummer. Should be able to carry enough damage to actually make this happen one way or the other. So let's go with the Oh My GORB. We're going to see if we can't make this one work, everybody. We might be in trouble here. This could be absolutely amazing. This could be terrible. We haven't really decided yet. We got the crit, though. The crit is probably going to carry this one into infinite. Okay, we're done here, land. The Oh My GORB, everybody. The Oh My GORB. And we didn't kill everything. My goodness, I'm actually super surprised by that. I figured that was going to murder everything on the board. I'm shocked. Which it doesn't really look like it's going to matter. One person left, one left. Skip it. Betsy's Hedge is a brand new one. This one is actually really, really cool. You get extra damage for all the crits that you have on the board, which could be amazing with the crit orb. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't really benefit us because we want to hit our crits right now. And more often than not, we will hit our crits. So this doesn't give us really a whole lot currently. This could be very, very good in a completely different build. But this is one of the newer, neater relics, and I'm really glad that we saw this one because, again, the game is giving people more ways to do more damage without having to get crits all the time, and that is something that was really lacking in the game before this patch. So this is a really good one to see. Again, this doesn't have a place in our build, but we are going to do it. Smoke mod is also really cool, and this is going to give us the opportunity to talk about the blind mechanic, which was actually changed in this patch for Peglin. So blind is now blind X, and enemies have a 10 plus X% chance to miss when attacking. So this is why this is a big deal. Every stack of blind counts towards what this percentage is going to be. So if there are 5 stacks of blind, you're looking at a 15% chance. 10, then you got 20%. 15, 25%. So the rework on the blind mechanic is very, very cool in this, and I think they made a right move to actually make it a little bit more worth it. Before we actually got to this patch, blind was definitely pretty mediocre. But now, if you have something like the blind arrows, the blind arrows can be incredibly effective on this patch. If you could get an area of effect orb, you can actually blind almost every enemy, or obviously you can actually blind every enemy on the opposing side. And you have a really good chance at avoiding a lot of damage, which also was something that was really, really, really hard to do before now. So very cool that we see the blind on this one. I'm glad we were able to showcase this one. Again, if anyone has any questions, please comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want to know, and I will happily explain it, no doubt about that. So either way, do we really care about either of them? No, we will take the smoke mod. The smoke mod may actually pay off here in a little bit. We'll have to see what happens. We're definitely going to go to the left. I would like to actually fight another elite. We had it planned out the entire time. We knew it was going to happen, right? There we go. Give me that. Give me that special button. Board will contain an additional crit. Sure. Why not? That's actually not bad for us. So as much as I would like to go for the bonus treasure here, fun fact, if you didn't know already, in Peglin, if you can actually get all of these bombs when you're in a treasure area, you will get an additional relic. Fun fact, everybody. So if you don't care which direction you go in a different playthrough, go balls deep. Try to get them all. Get out there, hit them all, get 2 for 1. It's definitely nice when it happens. Even easier when you have the short fuse relics, and then you only have to hit each one of those bombs one time. This could be mean. This could be very bad for us. I don't know if we can handle getting smacked around by all these bombs. We are going to go for the Necorb. We definitely want to just try to hit a few of these things. We're probably in some trouble here, but we did get a couple procs. Mastery Orbs is definitely going to be our play here. We're going to want to hit as many of these as possible. So now we'll use it. Actually, no, we'll use this. Let's see what kind of value we can get out of this bad boy. Looks like we're going to kill him. Looks like we're going to kill him. So let's go ahead and upgrade. Actually, we'll take the heal on this one. Since we are doing an elite, probably better that we do that. Depending on which one this could be a lot harder, it could be a lot easier. Oh yeah, same thing as we had last time, no problem at all. We're gonna go ahead and risk it for the biscuit. We're gonna throw out the oh my GORB right away. This could absolutely positively screw us, or it could be absolutely amazing. Who knows what's gonna happen here. With this particular board being the nature that it is, we could get knocked around forever and get all the damage, or that could happen. We definitely got the guy in the back. So we'll use the Bram Ball. Bram Ball could be really, really big here as well, depending on whether or not we get some big damage, since it is level 3 and the Bram Ball does carry its damage over as you get it upgraded further and further, right? One of the great things about it, right? So overflow, any excess damage goes to the next enemy. Since we have it backed up on the oh my GORB, there's a really good chance that all these guys are weak enough and they're all gonna die. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway, they were pretty much dead. So again, the build is very strong. Our only question right now is, what is going to happen against the main boss? The main boss is our biggest issue right now. So hopefully we can take out the QR code. Hopefully we can scan it, delete it, get the hell out of Dodge. Should be pretty amazing. Actually, not a bad spot for us to have this. And the reason it's not a bad spot is because we can possibly use both of these oh my GORBs right back to back. We do this one right now, one comes out, we do another one after that, another one's going to be out. I think we can get away with this one. We are going to go for a crit if we can hit it, which we didn't get it because we accidentally hit one of those bombs. That did not work out nearly as well as we wanted to. That's okay. Still a lot of potential on this. So we'll go ahead and drop this bad boy here. Hopefully we get a crit out of this. If we don't get a crit out of this, we could be in some very big trouble. But I think that we have so much damage coming from all these that it really won't matter. We'll likely have to... More than likely, we will have to skip using the next one because we are destroying a lot of our pegs already. So this is one of the downsides of this. This is why you got to be really judicious with this particular item. If you're not judicious with it, you can see right now our board's looking a little bit sparse. So we're going to have to actually go over to the Mastery Orbska and hope that these guys are going to be able to take out this one. And then when the next guy shows up, we're going to have to pray again that we're going to have enough in the tank to actually take him out. Should be okay. We're not dealing with a high crucible here, so should be pretty okay. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. We did enough bomb damage. Easy enough. We'll take the heal. There's no reason to upgrade any of our orbs. Alchemist Cookbook, they really wanted us to have that. It's the second time we've seen that. And here we go, Bramborb, absolutely. We'll take the Bramborb right now. That's actually going to screw these guys a little bit since they move pretty quick. We're going to hope that that helps us do a little bit of damage to these fools. It's only like 30 damage. It's not really that much, so it isn't great by any stretch of the imagination. Let's go ahead and get this right there. Perfect. That's GG, well played. We got it. Not a problem. So it still worked out. Still worked out. Even though it was a little bit sketchy, it still worked out. So let's see what we can do with this boss now. Still really sad we didn't get the Morbid Orb. I think the Morbid Orb would have been a lot of fun to showcase for you all. We're definitely in some trouble here. We're going to have to use a... Oh my... we're going to have to use an Oh my GORB regardless, so we're going to just go ahead and use it now. We're going to see what we can make happen here, and we're going to pray. And I mean, we are going to pray that this isn't going to be the death of us, because this very well could be the death of us if we don't get a really good amount of damage out of this bad boy. And I do mean a really... Well, maybe that actually worked. We're still looking at a pretty good board. We did what, 2,000? Yeah, we did 1,000 points of damage. We could actually potentially do it again. Seems dangerous. Seems very dangerous. We're also getting the bombs right now. So we're going to go for it all. We're going to go for it all. We're not even going to worry about it. We're going to go for the whole kit and caboodle, as they say. We're going to try and make this work no matter what. Obviously, didn't really get another good one. So we're definitely in a little bit of trouble right now. Still doing some okay damage, though. 21 stacks of blind now on these guys. So we know that the blind could potentially help us quite a bit. We're getting really unlucky, though. They're still hitting us quite a lot, so... Let's go ahead and do this. Oh, no. Missed it. All right. Here's hoping the Bramborb can save the day, everyone. Because we're gonna die here shortly if we can't get a good lick in. Definitely gonna die here if we can't get a good lick in. If we can get... We're gonna have to do a reload. We're gonna have to hope, and I mean really, really, really hope that... we draw into the right reload. Otherwise, we're gonna have a bad time. We're so close. It might still work. If this was on Crucible 7, we'd likely already be dead. So there we go. We got a nice job there. We actually did get missed on that one, so that was really nice. Can't really complain too much about that. So we've got, if we can hit the reload, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try one last ditch effort for the Oh My GORB, and we're gonna have to really, really hope that we get lucky enough with it. Really, really, really hope. Maybe we luck out and get a reload before we actually get that, so the board's a bit more stacked for us. It's looking okay. We might actually be able to kill one of these guys with a Bramborb here. Could happen. Okay, not bad. So we got the twofer. So we're definitely just going to say screw it. We're going to use the Oh My GORB, and we're going to pray. We're going to absolutely positively pray. We got the crit, which is really, really nice. That was a really bad break. Looks like we might actually get a little bit of love from the game this time. Pretty decent amount of damage, 800 points. I'm going to go ahead and imagine we're still going to be able to take this guy out. 32 blind. Perfect. There you go. We had a 42% chance. 42% chance for that guy to miss. This is why the blind mechanic is so much better now. And this is why I think that people need to value it a lot more on this patch. Absolute game changer as far as this game is concerned. In my estimation anyway. I think that they did a really good job by doing that. It's not like it's that easy to apply blind in this game. So I think that they made a really, really, really good move doing that. Not going to be... Oh, that is going to be all shit. We bomb. We hit him with the crit orb. There you have it, everybody. The brand new patch of Peglin. I really hope you all got something out of that. If you have any questions about anything else, go ahead and fire away. We'll be putting up more videos like this as time goes on where you'll be able to see a lot of this in action. I truly hope that you all got something out of it. I really, really do. Again, if you have any questions, if you have any thoughts, leave them below. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Definitely come back for more of this stuff because, like I said, we will be keeping up with the Peglin updates. This update is really, really good, and I hope that you guys all have an absolutely amazing time with it. Thanks again for joining me, everyone. Have an awesome night, YouTube. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Be sure to leave your comments below, like and subscribe, and we'll definitely see you again soon. A huge shout out to my Patreons who continue to make this possible.